Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back. Let's play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time 3D. Last time, we cleared the Spirit Temple and acquired the Mirror Shield, as well as unlocking Naburu as our last Sage, the Sage of Spirit. We've acquired every medallion, and we've also acquired every piece of heart. And we're one skull token away from having all of them. That is insane now that I think about it. And the music cut out. Oh, it's nighttime now. This time, it's time for us to head back. Now, Rauru said we need to meet someone very important to us, and I think you can probably guess who that is, but let's not keep us waiting in suspense for long. That being said, there's still an army of these godforsaken buggers, so we're gonna try and avoid these things. Actually, what am I doing? Slide hop to victory. Now, I could just use the songs to warp all the way back to Hyrule, but there's actually one more thing that I want to take care of that's in Gerudo. And I'm not sure if this still works cutting through Haunted Wasteland, or if I have to warp back and run all the way back. We're gonna find out momentarily. Where does this put me? Okay, so this is supposed to be back in the Desert Colossus area. Okay. If that is the case, I'm going to have to warp, so I will see you guys in just a second as I go to... What's the closest place? I guess it's Nocturne of Shadow. Fine. I'll be right back. You know, since we're here, I might as well check in on the SKULLTULA guys. We're one token shy of getting the curse to go away. What's up, dude? You won't be like that for much longer. We destroyed 99 tokens, so that's fine. Don't worry about me. I don't think so, bro. We're one away. We're gonna take care of that for you. Because I like ya. Anyways, it is time to once again make the trek to Gerudo Valley. Or at least, it could be. There's still one more thing that we could grab that is in Zora's Fountain. I might do that now, and I might do it later. I'm trying to decide right now, in this moment, what exactly I'm going to do with that. Because that's where the last SKULLTULA is. And we could not get it until now, because we had to at least get halfway through the Spirit Temple for it. He can wait a little bit longer. Epona, come to me, my steed. We ride for the valley. God damn it, Epona! How? Ugh. Literally the worst place you could have wound up. How did you even get here? Did you swim? I didn't know horses could swim. But yeah, every dungeon is done. All that's left is to essentially storm Ganon's castle. We're close to the end of the game. There's not much left for us to do, but we still gotta go back and defeat our special one, if you know who that is. If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm sorry. It's kind of weird though. Like, I've been enjoying this journey. I've definitely enjoyed getting to revisit Ocarina of Time 3D, but man, I never realized how both big and small the game feels nowadays. Like, this is a world post Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Ocarina of Time feels so small by comparison. But I don't even mean that in a bad way. I just like this world. So it's just kind of weird seeing how big everything has become since we've left original Hyrule from the N64 days. Like, even things like the Great Sea of Wind Waker are so much bigger now than anything this game was. Epona, I know you can walk on this track. But yeah, I think Hyrule Field still holds up relatively well, at least in terms of connecting things. It's not much of an overworld, if we're being honest. It's kind of barren, all things considered, and there's not really many people inside of Hyrule Field. But the locations are varied. I like the cast. There's always just something going on everywhere here. It's nice. And for a first attempt, this is very valiant effort, honestly. Makes me happy that there is a 3DS version available, and that it improves on the things that were problems with the original. Plus, if you still like the original, you can still play it, and thanks to the Switch Online, you can easily access it. Might have to pay a hefty price for it, unfortunately, but what can you do? Now, this is what we're here for. Gerudo Training Ground. Proof of membership required for entry. This is the Gerudo Training Ground. Token verified. One try for 10 rupees. Let's do it. Alright, I'll take your 10 rupees. Give it your best shot. Clap, clap. This is an optional dungeon of sorts. The Gerudo training ground is unique. This is a place that contains roughly 9 different keys that we need in order to progress. We needed basically every major item up to this point, including the silver gauntlets, in order to actually finish this. If you can overcome the trials in the chambers ahead, then and only then will you be qualified to hold our secret treasure. So yes, there's 9 keys we're looking for. If you desire to acquire our hidden treasure, you must strive to obtain the keys hidden in each chamber. This is the main area. There's going to be a total of 9 keys for it. You can technically get through with only 7, but we're going to go for 9 because, duh. Shoot that eye, we get our first of many chests. For $5. Useless. Let's go this way to start. I believe these rooms are all themed after the places we've been in, so keep that in mind. Defeat all the enemies in limited time. We got Stalfos. What's up, bro? Nope, can't jump at me. This is a no-fly zone. What? Okay, that was weird. I need to be careful with my, I guess, strike forward attack. But that should be our first key. Yes, first of many. Yeah, Gerudo Training Ground is kind of a neat little, I guess, mishmash of ideas. Gather the jewels of white while avoiding traps and danger. There's gonna be fire paths that light up and block you. Gotta be careful which way you go, and there's also boulders, so be careful. Grab that one. I believe we're gonna need hookshot for this. Oh god, I hear you! No! I forgot you were here. Get out of here! That's fucking mean. I kind of... Part of me was like, would they do that? Yeah, they might. But I wasn't 100% on if they still had that trap here. Turns out that they did. Because of course they did. If there's one thing Zelda fans can't fucking stand, it's fucking wall masters. Or floor masters. I don't, just fucking hands. That's what we hate. Giant disembodied hands. Uh-oh. Still missing a key, or 1 rupee, I should say. Ow. Just getting hit by the rock is fine. That actually eliminates a large chunk of this being a danger to us. Plus, we've got full health. Uh-oh. 27 seconds. Thankfully, passing over the fire like this does not hurt you. Otherwise, this would be a whole lot harder. And that's the last of it. Still got to do this. Uh-oh. Oh no, we can still do that. Interesting. With the necessary items, one will be confounded. Without the necessary items, one will be confounded by impossible mysteries. Oh, hi, Wolfos. You're dead. Where are you? You know, white Wolfos are technically supposed to be stronger, or at least slightly smarter. That does not mean they're smart. Especially because Bigoron Sword does not care how intelligent you are, big sword go swing. This is like getting hit by the Zweihander from Siegfried in Soul Calibur. That's another chest for our troubles. I'll play Soul Calibur 6 again, it's been too long. Like, if you just want a good-ass fighting game that is just an enjoyable game regardless of whether or not you know what the fuck you're doing, play Soul Calibur, it's great. One with silver hands shall move a giant block. As I mentioned, we could not physically get everything here unless we had the silver gauntlets, meaning we had to do every dungeon up to this point. Or at least the first half of the Spirit Temple. Yes, I could have technically done this another time, but I didn't feel like it. Now, I believe, yes, there is a fake wall here. With the power of the Lens of Truth, we can see it, pass through it, and hit this button, opening that pathway. You'll also note, there's no map here, so we're not actually allowed to look at anything. We just kind of have to guess. Fire chamber. Oh no, this is actually above the fire chamber. Interesting. Navi is going over there, which indicates that you can use Pierre to cheese this part if you know what you're doing. I'm just gonna climb out. Yeah. But I think it's actually a neat twist to have a dungeon like this where you can just use everything. Because most Zelda games, they fall into the similar trappings of once you have your dungeon item, unless it's a very specific kind of item, you'll use it once and then never again. Like, there's always Zelda games with that problem. And there has never been a Zelda game that has solved that problem. I guess technically you could say Breath of the Wild or... Oh, you fucking... I guess technically you could say like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild did, but they also don't give you dungeon items. Those games are also just so different from other Zelda games that I can't really classify them as the same kind of game. Huge rupee, so we get $200. Or 300, I think. Get this. $5. Where's the key? There it is. That's 2. Nice. But yeah, we don't really see dungeons just use all your items like this. They might occasionally get brought up every so often, but like, the novelty items like the whip in Skyward Sword or the fucking spinner in Twilight Princess, who the fuck uses those? Okay, I actually got that wrong. Let's, there we go. Probably had to aim slightly lower. Now we could drop down here. In fact, I think we kind of have to because we can't do anything else. Or wait. I remember this one. Shoot the eye. That's what it is. Gotta shoot the eye on all sides, and then we can move on, I believe. That doesn't work. Damn it. Alright, fine. We'll drop down. Of course, the instant we actually drop down is when the eyes appear to react to us. Thankfully, there's no enemies here, so this is just kind of going in a big circle. Yeah, no shit. I already knew that. There we go. Drops another chest for your troubles, which likely contains... death? Okay, that was weird. Pull out the sword. There we go. I don't know why he hesitated for a second there, but that's fine. Doink. Another key. Yeah, we could try and pull out Pierre. Let's see if I can do that. Come on. Yeah, come on. No, of course. Might as well just continue on the regular path anyway. This is... I believe both paths will sync up anyways. It's just a matter of getting this to work. Fire slugs. Find the secret hidden in this room. Well, we'll get to that, but first we gotta deal with some fire keys. Looks like we're using Megaton Hammer, though, here, so let's just bust that bad boy out. Been a while since we've seen you. Doink. Doink. Actually, what happens if I use it on the fires? Ooh! It flips them over. That's kind of neat. I actually didn't know that. Make another chest appear. That could be a trap chest, honestly. For all I know. Well, there's still a secret in here, which roughly translates to one of these is hiding it. Which one, I have no idea. It's probably the 3-1 because that makes the most sense. Fake out chest? No. Arrows! Okay, that's not terrible. Yeah, there it is. Might as well just destroy all these anyway because we can. Doink. Alright, there is a reason for that, because there's a switch here that lets you have this. Which should be another key. Yes. And we shoot this to open the door back the other way. Yes. Okay. So 4 keys. We're about halfway. That's good. Process of fire. Oh, it's this room. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong button. I need hookshot again. While we're on the subject, since we've just been discussing Zelda items in particular, what is an item that you think should have been the most interesting item, but wound up being just kind of useless? Because I love things like the whip from Skyward Sword, but they fucking... no one uses the whip. That item is useless. It's like, outside of the Ancient Cistern where you collect it for the first time, you barely use that item. Which is a shame, because I think it's an interesting, cool tool. And if Castlevania's shown us anything, it's that whips are effective weapons in video games. Just, I don't know. You don't really get to see stuff like that very often. Navi, what are you trying to get me to Song of Time here? Because that was a very odd spot that she was standing at. Yes! Okay. I do know that there are some spots where it looks like she's gonna tell you something, but it just doesn't wind up being anything. There we go. Okay, we can actually reach that. That's good. There's another key just sitting here for the taking, which I'll take that. I'd buy that for $1. What? That was on a time limit. Okay, thanks, game. I didn't have a time limit sound going on. Asshole. Let's try this again. Featuring the powers of the long shot. Doink. It does still bug me, though, that the fucking water temple, the item that you get, is just a longer hook shot. Like, there's nothing that they could have done with that. Otherwise, come on. At least Majora's Mask had an interesting item that you get for it. Ocarina of Time really doesn't give you much of anything. At least in that regard. But I suppose I can't be that mad. I mean, they give you a pretty unique spread of stuff for a 3D game. So I won't be that mad. I believe, though, what I want to do is head back up onto this block and go this way. Because there is something over here. There's a chest. Doink. With bomb shoes. Kind of useless at first, at least it seems like it. But I believe there's also something else hidden here. This is part of the passageway. And it gives us a second chest. Somewhere around here there's a fake ceiling that we can actually climb up. But I forget where it is. But we've got 5 keys for now. We'll come back in a second. Long shot once again. I do also appreciate that since long shot works on any wooden subject, it works on torches and chests. That actually helps a lot. Oh, we're doing this thing again? Okay. Alright, time to go swimming, which unfortunately means we are in fact using the iron boots again. I suppose at least we're giving them some sort of use. I may not have finished it, but I do also appreciate Twilight Princess for giving iron boots more utility. Because instead of just sinking, no, you can use them to fucking magnetize the surfaces. That's cool. Okay, we got more clams. I probably should actually, yeah, whip out the long shot. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. What? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, there is a current going around here, which makes it a bit hard to grab some of these things. Doink. But a little bit of aiming should suffice. Like, the thing you're really trying to do is just fall on top of them rather than rise up into them. It's easier to do it that way. There you are. Okay, that brings their chest back up, and did that change the lighting slightly? Because I was underwater? I think it did. Alright, fish yourself out of the water, Lunk. Let's grab ourselves yet another chest. Doink. Alright, 6 keys, pretty good. That's close to the minimum amount that we need to actually clear this place. Like, the regular treasures that you get otherwise that are not the big thing we're after, nothing special, if I'm being honest. They just kind of exist. Let's see. Fuck it, we'll start using these. Because there is a fake wall around here, I'm just not sure where exactly it is. Because that's the start. Go over this way. 2 more keys. I don't think there's a split path just yet. There's this tiny chest that I'm pretty sure... Yeah, more money. Once again, worthless to us. Unfortunately, there's no, like, house or anything that we could buy for ourselves. We already own a house because we're pretty well off for a 10-year-old. 10-year-old with a 17-year-old body, I guess. $20. Where is this thing? Because somewhere there is a fake ceiling. It's just hard for me to remember where exactly it is. Okay. Another chest there. That's the big gold that we're after right over there. I'm going to keep the Lens of Truth on for a bit because I know it's in here somewhere. Come on. Come on, you cheeky bugger. Where are you? Wait a minute. Aha! There you are. I knew it was around here somewhere. Fake ceiling. With another chest for our troubles. With another key. That would technically give us an option to win this place if we're really careful. But you'll also notice there's a chest right over there. I believe that is the room that we could not quite access before back with the stone eye statues. I'm not sure how to unlock that door, though. Let's at least use this key and make the path easier. Since we've opened the other side of the pathway, we do need all the keys this time. So let's see if we can do this. What do you have for me? More arrows, man. They really like giving you the arrows in this place. Okay, and yep, 2 more keys is what we need. So I'm gonna head back to the entrance. I'll see you guys in a second. And we will try and go from there. Wait, there's a second chest here? When did that get here? Are you a trap? I don't think so. More, god damn it, I should have known. Always more arrows. Okay, the right pathway we have not taken just yet. Defeat all the enemies in limited time. I can do that easy. Beamos and Lizalfos. This is actually pretty easy. As you can see, I had Pharaoh's Wind out because I tried to see if you could set a spawn point. But you actually can't. Also, these are not Lizalfos, these are Dinophos. I actually forgot these guys were in this game, because I know they're in Majora's Mask, but you don't really see them in this game outside of this area. Another chest, which should contain another key. Bingo. I believe that's 1 more to go, which unfortunately leaves the one back over there. Yep, okay, it's this direction. Got it. We need to get back over that way. Somehow. I don't know how, but we will find a way. Do you know the way? Yeah, not really. Alright, around the corner. And here. Okay. This is the spot that we do need to be at. Let's see if I can actually get him to show up. He's not showing up. That is a problem. And I keep fucking... Oh my god. Wait a minute. Is this... I wonder... Hang on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this a height-based thing? I don't think it is. No, you can still shoot them. Interesting. What about this was the trick? Because there is a trick to get that door to open, but I don't remember what it is. I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Turns out, yeah, I could have used the Scarecrow song, but I should have done it while I was still standing here. I realized Navi will only work for this for getting Pierre to show up if you keep focused on her while she's up here. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. But regardless, we got the last chest. There we go. That's all 9 keys, which means we have access to everything. So let's just drop back down. And let's go for it. 9 keys in total means that we can open all the pathways, which means we have access to all the treasure, as useless as that is, because unfortunately Ocarina of Time's economy is kind of bust. It's all owned by a 10-year-old kid in a 17-year-old's body. Go figure. Fucking capitalism. But regardless, we got the stuff. Let's go for it. Now here's the real question of the day. Of all the things that you would get for finishing something like this, what do you suppose that it would be that the Gerudo would give you for finishing the training grounds? Because we've got the biggest quiver. They're archery fans, but what else do they got going for them? Well, I can tell you one thing for certain. Key number 1 and key number 2 are getting used right now. And we are getting whatever the treasure is. We got the Ice Arrow. Any targeted strikes will freeze. This magic arrow is granted only to those who complete the difficult training of the Gerudo, so use it with pride. Select your bow and submit it again and select to open the arrow submenu. Choose the desired type to equip the bow with powered up arrows. Yep. Ice arrows of all things are what you get for finishing this place. And they have some interesting utility. Ice arrows, as you probably expect, freeze enemies. They don't actually freeze water like you might expect, because that wasn't a thing they thought of, I guess. They did bring that in for Majora's Mask, but not for this game. But the big one that has always stumped me after someone showed a video of them doing it. We're gonna show this off real fast, because I think this is a necessity. Here's what you can do with ice arrows. You can freeze spike traps. I didn't fucking know that for the longest time, and most people didn't either. Because why would you think to try that? Someone demonstrated doing this on the spike traps in the ramp leading up to Morpha's boss chamber in the water temple, and people were fucking shocked. Because why would you do that on a spike trap? Turns out it works. And that kind of makes me wonder, maybe the ice arrows were intended to be part of the water temple? I don't know. Probably not, because the water temple is pretty clearly designed for long shots and hook shots, but still. Just seems like a very odd choice to me. But regardless, that is our upgrade, and that is Gerudo's training ground, meaning that is everything in Gerudo Valley. So are we gonna go and quit here? Not just yet. There's one last thing we can grab, and you know what it is. I'll see you in Zora's Fountain. Oh god, it works on the giant-ass moblins? That's great. I mean, I guess it's supposed to. They're literal monsters, but still. I just wasn't expecting that. Alright, here we are. Time to pick up our last gold SKULLTULA. This is a spot you might not even know exists if you're not paying attention. Because why would you think to come back to Zora's Fountain after all this time? We've already gotten the heart pieces, we've gotten the SKULLTULAs, but no, there's still one that you missed. And you would never think of that. Because it's actually really well hidden. Megaton hammer this thing just because I can. It's this rock right here. With the silver gauntlets, you can pick it up, throw it, and there's normally another rock here, but I smashed it with a hammer. It actually has to be nighttime for this, so I came here a little bit earlier. Before we climb up here, Lens of Truth will tell you, no, there's SKULLTULAs here. So let's just do ourselves a favor. And easily dispose of these stupid spiders. Navi, I'm not here to listen to your bullshit right now. I got more important things to do. Climbing all the way up here. The enemy music kicks on, and we have a boss of sorts. Behold, the... Dead. What now? Navi, we already know. But that's not important. What is important is this. It's the last one. Let's do it. You destroyed a gold SKULLTULA. You got a token proving you destroyed it. That is 100 gold SKULLTULA tokens. What does that mean now? Let's go check in on the old man. Alright. Finally time. Head inside. And there he is. Everyone's free. Since you destroyed 100 spiders of the curse on me has been broken. Thank you. Here is a token of my appreciation. Please take it. We get a huge rupee. This rupee is worth a whopping 200 rupees. We'll be careful not to get cursed again. Finally, we've saved them. Here's the funny thing, though. You can do this forever. This guy will give you 200 rupees every single time you exit the room and come back. You are officially rich for life. He did say the only way to become very rich was to save them. And these guys are so loaded they will give you $200 just for saying hi. You will be filthy, stinking rich. Kind of wild. But that is every gold SKULLTULA in Ocarina of Time 3D. Which means we are out of things that I can do to stall for time. So I think you know what that means. Next time, let's play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. We're heading back to the Temple of Time to meet up with that special someone. Who is that? You know who it is. Till next time, though, ice out.